ready? It's the Roundtable with me, Robert Bannon.
Oh my goodness. I left my face on again. Hi, everybody. I'm so discombobulated. Hi, welcome to the Roundtable. My name is Robert Bannon. I'm so excited you're here. It's Thursday. It's our 121st Thursday together, and I am excited to be here. We did our very first Instagram Live guest that was prearranged. Stressed me out, everyone. Oh my goodness, I had to get out in time to be with you. I had to get here. I had to get Juan Pablo out. He's got rabid fans from all around the world, but we're here. Hi, I love Thursday nights because it's Friday Eve and also because I get to see you. So I'm excited that you're here. Welcome to the Roundtable. My name is Robert Bannon, and yes, the Roundtable has started. And yes, MC Lyte is here, hip hop legend, pioneer, with a brand new album called One of One. And I am so excited to have you here after all that craziness. Hi, Marie. How am I doing today? I am fantastic. I am excited to be here for you. I have a jam-packed, crazy, mobbed show. My fiance is in the room right over there. He surprised me with a delicious dinner. He brought a taco salad with chicken and some pita chips, and I brought him a wrap that was not as fancy, but he takes good care of me, and I try to take good care of him. So wait till you see the show tonight. My mother is here. Hi, Mama Rose. Buy me a rose. Call me from work, my mom. And she says hi to my mans as well as Marie. I'm excited that you're all here. I have a really great show for you. MC Lyte is a great show. So let's jump on it because I have a surprise other guest for you here tonight. A little sneak peek. Shh, don't tell anybody. Don't tell anyone. Okay, hot take.
It's smoking.
So my question for you today in our hot take extravaganza is that, this week was the very first week of fall. So happy fall, y'all. Hey, happy fall. So my question to you is, what's your favorite fall activity? And I don't mean like I've fallen and I can't get up. I mean like fall, like pumpkins, hay, hey, friend, hey, apples. What is your favorite fall activity? Let me know right now as we get into things. Hi, hello me, hello Darius, hello Mama Rose, hello Marie, and all of the Roundtable family from our girl Christine. Yes, hi moms. Yes, hi Aunt Fran. How you doing? And let's talk about this week. Let's talk about this week in review. So by Thursday, I'm so tired by my job, and I'm just a goofy man. We had a great week. This was a good week. It is fall season. So as you know, this was on Instagram the other day, that Bad Boy headquarters was turned into a Spirit Halloween, which is a joke, everyone. But that is funny because I don't know about here in Michigan, but in New Jersey, every abandoned Best Buy and every abandoned storefront becomes a Spirit Halloween. So for you to say that Diddy's offices are a Spirit Halloween, the internet always wins, people. The internet always wins. Marie says, let's talk. My husband is watching through the windows. Like, look at him back there. He's doing yard work as we speak. Let's talk about P. Diddy. Well, this is what I'll say about P. Diddy. If you are a fan of Wendy Williams back on the radio, then you know that Wendy Williams got fired back in the 90s for saying that P. Diddy was into the things that he was into. He called Hot 97 and he fired Wendy Williams. And Wendy had to go work in Philly. People didn't believe her, but they've been saying this stuff in the music business for a long time. And how you doing? And look, you can be into whatever freaky stuff you want to be. I don't care how many bottles of baby lotion you have in your house, but you cannot beat people. And you cannot do inappropriate things and coerce people and all this stuff. So eventually, I think the mighty sword falls on us all, no matter how much money we have. And as Chaz Palminteri said last week, when you have all the money in the world, all you have to do is be a good husband or be a good father or be a good friend or be a good boyfriend or whatever you are, girlfriend, and just be a good person. What are you doing? You had $1 billion and a family and all that. So I hear you, Marie. I hear you. I love Wendy too. Hi, Catrice. MC Lyte fan right here, Catrice. What is your favorite fall activity? I need to know. Darius says the dog is out back. He's not stalking me. He just couldn't take 10 seconds without seeing this face. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's okay. I get it. Just be a good person, Marie. Remind me of that. Well, I don't need to be reminded. I try to be. But you know, sometimes when I'm at the self-checkout, I think, is anyone going to know if we just leave? And yes, they will. Because I'm not going to jail. Did he? So, hi, David. Welcome to the round table. So I promised Christine that this week I would show you a picture of me mowing the lawn. Did I not? I promised Christine a picture of me mowing the lawn. I know that Darius is going to be shocked because he doesn't know that I mowed the lawn. And I have evidence of me mowing the lawn. Ladies and gentlemen, here for the first time ever in my 40 years of life, is Robert Michael Bannon mowing the lawn. There it is. It's real. Now you all can get off my back. I was there with gloves on. Look at the design I have in the floor. I worked really hard on that lawn. It is pristine. That is Miracle Grow. That is fertilizer. That is a good lawnmower from the Honda. And now you all can get off my back. I have mowed a lawn. Okay? Thank you. Good night. No, we got to mow the lawn. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it for real. I promise. But my man, he put lights in the house. Look at these lights he put in the house. He has been working on our stuff for a long time. Marie, you're supposed to say, yes, it is. Marie, how do you know that's not me? Look at me right here. Look at, that's my face. Look. Look at me and that lawnmower. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to just be a good person. So Christine says, okay, now, Robert, I'm thinking this is fake news. Shh, stop. Whose side are you on, everybody? See, my mother says, beautiful. That's right, Mom. That's the head. Boy, I have a big head, Marie. What can I say? What can I say? Okay. You guys don't fool for nothing. We went to dinner the other day, and my grandmother was a good Catholic lady. We saw the shrine of Holy Mother, the little flower, little rose, Mother Therese, and we had to send her this picture. Who knew this was out in Michigan? My grandmother's been supporting the shrines like this forever, so we got to run into that, and we saw that. And then on Sunday, we did see. We started to do invitations for our wedding, and that's cousin Deidre. A big production line. And then to celebrate our invitations going out, we went to Benihana in Troy, which is very bougie and fancy out there in Troy, Michigan. And we had a Benihana night. And you know, I have a stepdaughter out here, and there's my baby. Hey, girl. I just got to show her. And speaking of babies, out in New Jersey, my father has gotten a lionfish for his saltwater fish tank. And in honor of us, and this accoutrement here, and me being in Detroit, and me having, he calls my fiance Darius, he calls him Detroit. And since it's the Detroit Lions, the fish is called Detroit. So I'd like to introduce you to Detroit, who lives in Richfield Park, New Jersey. Hello, Detroit, the fish. And that's my father's baby. That's his new baby. Yes, that's baby Diamond is my Detroit baby. My Clarence is in Jersey. And Detroit, the lionfish, is also in Jersey. We are a hot, stinky mess. And so it was a good week. And then on Monday, after our big, long weekend of hibachi and invitations and pizza and the shrine, and I don't know what we did on Saturday, but I can't remember. We went to the casino, and we had a moment. It was my sister-in-law and my Darius, and we casinoed it out. And Darius is not giving the finger, but he was not. He was pointing at Jesus. And that is what we went, and we all lost. We all came home with no money. That's it. I'm going to start begging at the gas station. So that was our week. It was a good week. And next week, you got to join the show next week. Not only because next week, Lillias White, Tony winner, is here, and star of Water for Elephants, Isabel McCullough, is here. But also on Saturday, we are seeing Chaz Palminteri in A Bronx Tale, and I'll tell you all about that. And then on Sunday, I'm taking Darius on a date horseback riding. Good Lord. See, he didn't give the finger. I told you he did not. He was not giving the finger. Feline friend Lillias White is coming back to Hadestown, and Lillias White will be. Yes, he came back with money because he wouldn't play anymore because he said he's not coming home with nothing. So at the end, he kept some of the money in his pocket, and he left us all penniless. Penniless. No, kidding. We had fun. It was really fun. It was a surprise Monday night thing to do. Sometimes you got to go out on a Monday night. And yes, Lillias White is going to be here, and her new song that she's promoting with a singer is called like Life is a Hoe or something like that. Something inappropriate and messy. So of course they want to come on this show. As we're going through as we're going through this show, this mess. Oh, Marie, how dare you? Is horseback riding advisable for a couple of guys nearing 40? Well, firstly, I am 40. And Darius is not 40 yet, but he's coming around again. And we are going to go, and I'm going to he's a very expert horse rider. He has the boots, and he's good at it. Now, Robert Bannon does not like heights, and he doesn't like scary things, so he will be taking the slow trotter. And if I'm in a full body cast next week, I will still do the round table. So thank you. We promise you. Here's my sister who we all lost money on Monday together. She's here as an MC Lyte nista, like Catrice out here in these Detroit streets. So MC Lyte's coming on next. So our week was good. I want to just tell you all, we're going to go on to the next thing because I got a lot to talk to you about. So tell me your favorite fall activity. And here is my shameless plug.
Because I'm shameless.
So as you know, the Roundtable is live on Broadway World every single Friday. And here's don't tell my editor at Broadway World. So Broadway World has an exclusive video with me every single Friday nationally on Broadway World, where we interview someone famous in theater. So this week, tomorrow, my interview with Tony-winning superstar Laura Benanti comes to Broadway World. Now, Laura and me know each other. Her mother was my voice teacher. We and her have interviewed on red carpets, but she's never been on the Roundtable. But I had such a good time with her that I'm going to show it to you after my chat with MC Lyte. So don't go anywhere after MC Lyte because Laura's a Jersey girl. I'm a Jersey boy, and it is a good time. And it is exclusively on Broadway World unless you're with me tonight and you're going to get a sneak peek. So don't go anywhere. We have big guests coming up. Tomorrow, Laura Benanti, and then next week on Broadway World, Alyssa Milano is here. So Alyssa Milano will be on Broadway World next week. You can go to BroadwayWorld.com every Friday for an exclusive roundtable on Fridays with Alyssa Milano next week. Coming soon, Jason Robert Brown and all these amazing Broadway people. And my Darius does have a charmed tattoo. And next week, I'm going to ask you as a hot take about your tattoos. He has the charmed trident, whatever that is. And we show Alyssa, and you'll hear her response next Friday. If you're missing the Roundtable on a daily basis, we are on the Broadway Podcast Network every single day as well. And you can always go to BroadwayPodcastNetwork.com. We have a new episode up every day. And we have things like Finn Hanley and William Chris Sumpner on this week talking about a new movie called What We Find on the Road. Or we have directors like Gino McCoy, who has a movie called Lumina starring Eric Roberts. Or this director, Mark Salterini, he's got a movie called Studio One Forever. And then next week, also on Broadway Podcast Network and here on the show, Lillias White, before she goes to Hadestown again, and John Duff talking about a brand new song, and star of Water for Elephants, Isabel McCullough. So we have big old stars and a big old month of October lined up for you. So don't go anywhere. Yes, she loves MC Lyte. Come on, MC Lyte. And Christine says the Broadway World Roundtable shows are always fab. So thank you. I appreciate you all so much for being here. It means a lot. Alyssa Milano next week, Laura Benanti tomorrow, unless you stick around and I'll show you it. And if you want more information about me, you can always follow me on Instagram if you're not following me at Robert M. Bannon. And you can every Friday go to BroadwayWorld.com and you could listen to my music wherever music is heard. My 3 albums are out. So we do all sorts of things: Unfinished Business, Rewind, and for some reason, More Than I Think You Knew, More Than From a Distance, More Than For Once Before I Go, my new single over the summer, How Deep Is Your Love, is the most streamed song that I have ever released, and it's available now. So if you're a Bee Gees fan and you love this, my cover and my take of it, we put it out. It was in the vault for a couple of years. So thank you for all the love and support that you show me. I appreciate you. It's time for my Detroit moment. Take a peek.
You better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. What up, though?
Listen, I am going to get my New York, New Jersey card revoked for wearing a Detroit Tigers hat. But, I work at the Detroit Lions school, and today was Kids Day at Comerica Park, which is the professional baseball field stadium for the Detroit Tigers. The only sport I know about is baseball because I love my Yankees so much. Thank you to the Tigers for having my students there. We all were out and about. We had a great time at the park. Big Sean threw out the first pitch, which it doesn't get more Detroit than that. And he grew up a mile from my house. And we were out. We were out there. They gave us free food, which is all kids really want. And some of my kids got balls thrown to them from the players. We had a great time. So Detroit's been good to me, everybody. Really, really good to me, from my house to my in-laws to my family, to the food, to the culture, to the art that's here. We have Broadway in Detroit next week. We have Broadway in Detroit this weekend. We have horseback riding in Michigan. I registered to vote in Michigan. I hope you register to vote. I told them that they need my vote more than Jersey does because Michigan is a swing state. So we all need to shout out to my new home of Michigan, but my heart is always in Jersey. And thank you to the Tigers. Thank you to the Lions. The Bears are in Chicago. Otherwise, I would say Lions, Tigers, and Bears. But that's not the case. Let's go. Speaking of Michigan, my favorite thing, let's do it.
You get a car! You get a car! You get a car! You get a car!
So you know that Rihanna has a very famous line called Savage Fenty. And do you know that Detroit is the 3rd place in the world that has a brick and mortar store for Savage Fenty pajamas, undergarments, all those sorts of things, right there on Woodward in downtown Detroit? And I went there and I found a hint. If you go to Savage Fenty, they don't pay me, but if you go to Savage Fenty at the end of the month, all of their stuff is marked down to $8 because every month there's a new line of undershirts, underwear, shorts, gym clothes, pajamas, sweatpants. So if you're looking for a great gift as we get to December, at the end of September, like now, if you go to their website, everything's marked down to $8. At the end of October, everything will be marked down to $8. The end of November, everything is marked down to $8 in the stores and also online. So make sure that you check it out because it makes a great gift. And instead of spending $50, $60 on pajamas that you get at some fancy department store, you can go right there to Savage Fenty. Not that Rihanna needs our money, but I like a comfy undershirt. I like a pajama. I'm hot. I'm always hot, but I love a tank top. So Savage Fenty, if you're going to go downtown Detroit, if you're in the other locations, I was a fan. I was sold when I was there. So shout that out. And I wanted to give you that tip. The person who worked there told me that they had that. Oh, my man says my cheekbones are popping. Don't make me blush. It must have been the picture of me cutting the grass. I'm trying to get skinny because I got to get married next year. Look at me cutting that grass. My cheekbones be popping. Yes, I promise he's eating. The jawline is just reappearing. What's funny is I think I've been eating more than ever. And my sister can tell you that I've been falling off the gym. I've been a lazy bones, but I've been eating good meals and not snacking and not eating 1,000 times a day. I'm on the Darius Wheeler diet. That man wears, like, his waist is this big. And we eat. I'm telling you, we eat. I promise you, we eat. we eat here, so good times. My hey friend hey, I'll tell you my hey friend hey is Laura Benanti when we're done with everything. At the end of the show, we'll have a hey friend hey with Laura Benanti. She's a trip and a half. What else do I have to say to you all? Your answers to my question, which is what is your favorite fall activity? And you all gave me answers, and thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. So the answer is my mother says my birthday is her favorite fall activity. Yes, my birthday is Halloween. It's a Thursday this year, so there won't be a roundtable that week on Thursday because I'm sure we'll be doing something, even if it's ordering McDonald's or something. I'm kidding. Whatever we're going to do, he'll have something up his sleeve for me. We'll do something. Oh, all right, with the hat, but now I have hat hair. So we have my birthday. Thanks, Mom. Thank you. And Christine says her favorite season is fall and autumn. She loves local autumn fest and holly fest and the gorgeous colorful leaves and pumpkin spice foods and coffee and the crisp air and all of it. I almost bought at Aldi today the pumpkin spice latte Starbucks frozen, and then I saw it's 280 calories for 8 ounces. And I said, hell no, put that back. These jaw lines are just coming out hibernation. I ain't got no 280 calories of pumpkin spice latte. Adrian says she loves spooky season. Hey, A's going to be on the show this month. A's doing a drag event and a New Kids on the Block event, and A's reporting for us, and she'll be here in mid-October to tell us all about it. And her favorite thing of the fall is decorating inside and outside of the house and haunted hayrides. And Adrienne can find a deal. She loves a home goods moment and gets her stuff. My Catrice Murphy, who called us when she got her wedding invitation, was the first person who got it, says the fall attire. I love the attire too. I was so happy to wear this sweatshirt. And I love sweaters and stuff like that. And cider mills. I love cider donuts. I sure do. Sure. Christine also says that she shares with you at a doctor's appointment. I was asked if I drink pop, aka soda, and I do not. And yes, she is from the Midwest. You'll never call it pop. No, Christine, this is a soda. Good night. You know what else people in Detroit do? They put jelly on egg sandwiches, which is just a travesty. That is a sin. If I ever did that, I'm going to have to go to this church that my grandmother supports. And please forgive me for putting jelly on eggs because that's just weird. But the people here would say that putting ketchup on eggs is weird. So we just have to agree to disagree. And you could still marry someone who does that. It's just fact. I'm never getting over it. Ever. Never getting over it. Darius says holiday cooking for his family. And he cooks down, y'all. He throws down in the kitchen. This kitchen's on fire all the time. So I'm ready for that. I can't wait. Cheekbones won't be here anymore. I guess my favorite fall activities would be gatherings, parties, decorating, and getting ready for winter. I know, Maria, I love a winter moment as well. And I love that. Yes, Michigan does need our vote. Everyone needs to vote. Get out and vote, no matter who you're voting for. Make sure you get out and vote, please. Christine says, I use pumpkin spice sugar-free creamers, and I enjoy apple cider too. And Gertrude says, yes, he cooks, y'all. The husband cooks. Well, when we had the chance, my friend Ray the Rebel on his name is Ray the Rebel on Instagram. He works for a PR firm. And a couple of years ago, he reached out with his client, Erica Campbell, was his first client. And he said to me, I really like what you're doing. I think you would be a good fit. You're fun for my clients. And he has brought us some of our favorite clients throughout these years. If it's our gospel friends like Marette Brown Clark, if it's people like Sweetie Pie, or he's got the best people that are on his roster. And one of the people he had was MC Lyte. And I said to him, if MC Lyte is doing interviews, we need MC Lyte on our show. And he was like, I don't know if it's going to happen. Well, it happened. And he hooked it up. So shout out to you, Ray. Thank you for supporting the Roundtable. I was in my classroom. It was 3:15. And whenever MC Lyte says she's available, you just drop everything and you hop on. So take a peek, MC Lyte's Roundtable Debut, y'all.
In the house tonight, and I am so excited. You know, I'm a hip hop head right from outside New York City.
who's transported now to Detroit, another hip hop city. And wherever we are repping hip hop on this anniversary. We are repping all the years that MC Lyte has given us her rhymes and that voice. MC Lyte's voice pops up on every award show, every commercial I see all the time, and a new album is out, the first one in a moment, with amazing guests. MC Lyte, it's an honor. We welcome you to the Roundtable. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here with you.
I am here for all of this gold, platinum, and everything that's behind you. That's a lifetime of work right there. Congratulations.
Yeah, those are my
degrees.
degrees.
Yeah, your degrees, but also you are getting degrees and getting honors and getting lifetime achievement awards from the president, from universities. How does it feel from when you started, the first gold record by a female MC, the first person to chart on the Billboard charts back in the day as a female MC, to now see you presidential honors, doctorate awards, the full circle of the life that you've led in this art?
It feels amazing. You know, sometimes I got to pinch myself like, wow, this is my life for real. You know, it feels great to have come in at such an early age and still be here, honestly, because I've seen so many people in the interim come in and swing out like a revolving door. So for those of us who have been able to maintain and sustain and also, you know, elevate within the whole genre of hip hop, it's a blessing.
Well, your new album is out. People can stream it wherever they listen to music. I want people to make sure that they know that it's called One of One, and wherever music is heard, you have an amazing lineup of guests, from Mary Mary to Queen Latifah to, I don't know, you Salt. It's like you have lined up this lineup. What was it like to put this together?
Oh, it was so much fun. As a matter of fact, we haven't been in the studio now for about a good 2 or 3 weeks, and I'm already jonesing like, oh my God, when are we getting back in? And we do have another record that we're working on. And the guest on that, Tony Braxton, Anthony Hamilton, and Slick Rick, to just give you a few for what's happening on the next album. But this album, it was so fun to work on. You know, Warren Campbell would come up with some music, and then we'd sit there and we'd think about, you know, I let the music tell me what to talk about. And then he'd either say, we should get this person on it, or I'd say, I feel like this person should be on it. And then I'd give a call to them, and everybody complied. There was only one person who just didn't have time in her schedule that I wanted on the album, and I wasn't able to get her, but I had her on my last album, Faith Evans.
Oh, okay. Well, she'll do the next one.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna hunt her down.
Well, no one's gonna say no to you. I'm not saying no to you. I wouldn't say no to you. You're a pioneer. You led the way for a lot of the artists out here. I want people to know, like, we're here. We're talking. I love this picture because it's reminiscent of, you know, if we go all the way back in time to some of the beginning, when the pieces for everyone that's out here that's been repping hip hop, Sinead O'Connor and you, that is before, like, that is the precursor of pop and hip hop living together. And then of course we go back to songs like Roughneck, which are like some of the greatest hip hop songs of all time. How do you find the inspiration? What do you need to talk about? What are the things that MC Lyte's talking about today instead of the 80s and 90s?
Right. Just talking about experience, which I have a lot of now, talking about the do's and don'ts of the music business. I think I have a song called One of 1 through 5. And I'm explaining how you go throughout your performance and how you don't want to be on the stage performing high, because something can happen and then bullets fly. And how is anyone going to explain to your mother that her only child just got hit with a stray bullet? I mean, there's so many things that we talk about finding, running into a lost love. And that's on an Easy Moby track, which is so delightful. You know, once you've gone through the album and you're moving and you're rocking, and then that comes on and it kind of just slows the pace down of everything. There's so many good things about this record.
Well, we got some of the singles. Little Thank You has been out. Mary
Yeah.
Mary, Muni Long,
Mhm.
Mary Mary. You have Warren Campbell on the producing it, so I'm sure it was easy to hook Mary Mary into the record. What was it like to
Yeah,
create that?
it was great. Knots the Ruler did that track out of Virginia, and we knew right away that I needed to tap into something. And so I wrote that song at 1 a.m. in my bed, and it just flowed as if God were just downloading. And I just got through the song and writing it probably in about 35 minutes. Yeah, it was just phenomenal, so spiritual. And so after Money Long and I had been talking, and because I complimented her on her 21 questions that she did on another show, and she was like, yeah, we got to do something together. And I was like, yeah, we got to do something. So I sent her the record, and I thought she was going to write a verse because I was talking to her about how dope her tone is for rapping. So when I sent it to her, I thought she was going to rap on it. And then she sent it back with vocals singing on it. I was like, oh, okay, I'll take that too.
Well, the track has been out. It's out right now, and you can listen to it. And then it's a part of the whole album. And then you talk about reuniting two hip hop pioneers. You and Queen Latifah on King. I mean, you talk about the people that laid the foundation of this. What was it like to get together with your old friend? I mean, you guys came up together. You've worked together through these years.
Yeah.
What's it like to get in the booth and do something together again?
Right. Can I tell you, we haven't been in the studio recording for something to actually be released ever. When we did I Want to Be Down, we were in different places. Same thing with Yo-Yo. None of us recorded at the same time in the same studio. We were all over different places throughout the States when we did that song. And so a couple of last year for the 50th anniversary, La and I, well, she invited me down to a session with Talib Kweli. And so we went into the session, and then after, she was like, this is fun. We got to do this more often. And I was like, I have something for you. And then, lo and behold, I called her up the same day. I said, hey, we're going to be in the studio here in Hollywood from 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. Make it down. And when I tell you, she slid in there at about 11:32 p.m. and gave us what we needed. It was miraculous.
Well, this is all a part of the album, everybody, that you can be streaming one of one. And it's, if you're someone who likes real hip hop, like with real beats and real verses and real bars, as they say, this is it. This is it. I was reading about you, and like I said on the introduction, the voice. We hear your voice pop up, your voiceover work, your work that you've done with award shows, the works that you do on commercials, and acting has become you do so much more than just hip hop. And I was reading about you don't sleep, MC Lyte.
Of course I sleep.
I don't know. Well, I mean, Angel is a BET Plus series that you work and do charitable work, and you do foundational work, like what you do for blood cancer, what you do for different organizations that are out here that affect people, and then you run an organization, Hip Hop Sisters, that has given over $1 million in scholarships. You have your own management production company. How do you keep finding the drive? I mean, you could be sitting on a beach looking pretty and just enjoying your success.
Well, first off, it takes a team to make it happen, and a great COO, Lynn Richardson, who kind of mans the whole ship with all of the different pieces and parts that move around. But it's fun for me, the fact that I can, this morning get up, do a slew of interviews. Tomorrow, we have a wonderful event that I'm bestowing an award upon someone else, which is fantastic. And then also right from there, I go to a video shoot for the song Make a Living, which is on the album. And so any given day, I'm doing who knows what, but it's always fun.
Absolutely. And the rumor, the word on the street is that even a children's book is on the way. Is that true? Is that something you've got you're
Yes,
working
we have
on?
a children's book coming with Van, who is one of our talents. She's a 5-year-old rapper. She just released her debut album on July 5th of this year at the Essence Music Fest. And she also performed on the main stage. I mean, she is blowing them away. She is an actress, a singer, a rapper, and she just wants to do good. Right now, she and her dad are working on an anti-bullying campaign where they'll go to different schools and do a presentation. And so she is just something. I'm so happy for her and excited for her future.
Well, us here in Detroit, I'm literally on my lunch break here in Detroit at a public school as a public school teacher.
Okay.
We need all of that support out here, especially people like you who have the street cred, the hip hop nod makes people lean in, because a lot of the times the kids are looking for inspiration and they find it sometimes in places that they shouldn't. You've been a very big proponent of peace. You don't talk about violence. You watch language. Why is that so important in these days and age? Why have you always been you're political? You're out here for the people.
Yes, I mean, well, the truth is I wasn't always like that. I had a potty mouth growing up. But that was before I really understood the reach. After that first and second tour, you go out and it's like, oh my goodness, all these millions of people are listening and picking up, and I'm being influenced by what it is that I'm saying. And so I think it was really important for me to kind of hone in on what is really important for me to say and for them to hear. And so, yes, I am. I do have my views. I know who I'm voting for. You ask me, I'll tell you. There's nothing to hide in that area at all. And I just want to be real for the people and hopefully be understood by many generations and not just the one that I grew up with.
Well, amen to that. I hear that. And I'll tell you who I'm voting for too. And I know that the people that you're voting for just gave you the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award from the President of the United States and Vice President Kamala Harris. What was it like? That's the President and Vice President of the United States.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was awesome. The Phoenix Award. I don't know. What do you say? Yeah, except thank you for seeing me. Thank you for noticing. I want to continue to do the work that's going to disrupt and be polar opposite of what is being presented in entertainment sometimes. Like if I could, I'd go back to the days of Laverne and Shirley, and that wasn't even in my time, right? We were watching that in the 70s, but it was about the 50s. And so it was just something that is clean and clear and distinctly different from what we're hearing in hip hop today. So that's my aim. That's my goal.
What I was so moved about when I was reading about you and I was remembering, I'm born in 83 and remembering the early 90s and discovering hip hop in New Jersey and finding was that you as a pioneer of a female MC, you all fought so hard. There was a lot of sexism in the music business and in this community that you weren't taken seriously, that you were never going to sell enough records. How does it feel now when you watch these award shows and you see the charts? I mean, their female MCs are at the top of their game, and they really stand on the shoulders of people like you who fought the fight for them to get to the place where they are.
Yeah, they are running and ruling right now, which is fantastic to see. And what I'm also noticing is that they do understand that there's a whole lot of business surrounding the world of entertainment, and they're all bosses. They're running their own shows, and for me, that's important to see because I stand on the shoulders of Sha Rock and Salt and Pepper and Roxanne Shante. And so to be able to see what it is that we have today, just an array, it's so many different female MCs. They all speak very differently. They all come from, different sides of town, and they all have a different purpose for what it is that, the reason why they're involved in hip hop, which is, individual to each one of them, but I enjoy them all.
And speaking of women in hip hop, you have to listen to the song "Women" on the record. You talk about Big Daddy Kane, Salt, Raheem Devon, who can sing the phone book. I mean, this is an album bangers from top to bottom. I mean, you're going to listen to it. It's perfect for the fall. You get in your car, the leaves are changing, and you want to listen to something that'll make your head nod and bring you back to a time and place. This is the kind of record we're talking about. People can follow you. They can follow you on Instagram. You can, all the info is, you'll be busy. You're booked and busy out here. And you can go, of course, to the website, which is mclytenow.com. I'm sure we're going to hear not only you performing, but that voice is going to be echoing. I'm sure if I ever had a show, oh my God, when I think of an iconic voice, that's it right there.
That's it. I'll be there. Put it together.
How did it get discovered? How did someone say, we need that voice?
You know, it was VH1 Hip Hop Honors. They asked me to do some stuff backstage. And I think the producers from that show saw the value and said, you know what, let's have her go over to the BET Awards. And I think I've been with the BET Awards probably since 2007 or 8 or 9. Yeah, somewhere around there. You know, really long time. And the other award shows that have come along. You know, I guess I represent authenticity, and people feel safe when they hear my voice, which is a godsend.
We all do. Well, everyone, homework, stream One of One, wherever music is heard. Make sure you listen to it from beginning to end. It's not just about singles. I'm an old school guy. I like the album. I want to hear it from the top to the bottom and hear the story that MC Lyte is telling. I want everybody to make sure you take a listen. And I want to say thank you to you. Thank you for the music. Thank you for the work. Thank you for the activism that you put out here in these streets, because it makes a difference to communities. And we appreciate you so much here. Thank you for spending time.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the platform, Robert. I appreciate you.
Thank you. MC Lyte, One of One is out now, and we'll be listening.
There you have it, everybody. MC Lyte up in the legendary MC Lyte. She's good people. My Darius says he's so right. An empire has to have a foundation, so we all stand on the shoulders of those who come before us, and that is exactly right. This whole generation of hip hop has to thank the other generations behind us, and we all do, for sure. Amen to that. You know, Catrice, you all said, "Oh, my friends, the daddies of the cats, my feline friends in Jersey. Icon. She's an icon for sure." Hey, Patricia. Nice. I'm so glad you didn't miss it as well. I guess we all love that old school hip hop for sure. And hey, Lattes, better late than never, but you're here. Lattes was working. Lattes is in her new place, luxuriating, being a brand new purveyor of life and the best it does. And you all, A says she looks fabulous, and everybody agreed. She looks so good. I'm happy you enjoyed it. It's the one and only MC Lyte. So I have some time. We have 15 minutes. So I decided that I'm going to sneak this in here, because some of you won't listen to it on Broadway World, and some of you will. But I love Laura Benanti. And if you know Laura Benanti, she was in No Hard Feelings with Jennifer Lawrence. She plays Melania Trump on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. She's won a Tony Award for her in Gypsy with Patti LuPone. She was in The Sound of Music on Broadway. She was in She Loves Me on Broadway. She was in 9 with Antonio Banderas on Broadway. She's a big Broadway star. And she's my buddy. And she was doing interviews. And it was the same day I talked to MC Lyte. I talked to MC Lyte at lunch. And then I had to go to a workshop. And we arranged the interview around my break at the workshop. I had a 20-minute break. And I was sweating because I'm like, oh, my Lord, don't make Laura Benanti late or wait. And I couldn't find a room because the rooms were all locked. So I interviewed Laura Benanti in the middle of an abandoned hallway in a technical high school in downtown Detroit. Take a peek.
Fellow Jerseyan, Laura Benanti, Tony-winning superstar extravaganza.
Thank you. That's a really nice intro.
I'm so happy to see you.
I'm so happy to see you too. New Jersey misses you.
And I miss New Jersey. And people
Do you?
People don't understand us crazy Jerseyans. You know, Laura, I'm proud of you. Can I tell you?
Yeah.
because you're a Broadway Nista. You've conquered the stages. We love your voice. We love you and all the things that you've done. But you are out here being funny on late night TV, doing sitcoms, and then in your spare time, besides being a mother, a wife, a Tony-winning Broadway superstar, you're making thrillers and horror, like feature films.
Thank you.
When was the moment when you said, I think I'm going to give film a shot and I'm going to make a movie?
You know, I had made like small movies in the past, or had like tiny parts in big movies. And then No Hard Feelings with Jennifer Lawrence, that was like really fun to do.
Very fun movie.
Very fun. And then, you know, I'm not like a horror person. I'm not like a jump scare person. But this particular movie, to me, the metaphor of mental health and the sort of like cinematic not slow, but like the cinematic taking its timeness of this film felt different. You know what I mean? It felt different to me than it lives in between worlds in a way that I think is interesting.
Well, we're talking about, the movie is called The Shade. It's a supernatural horror film. You playing a mother of an interesting son. Can you tell us a little bit, how do you describe the movie?
You know, it is like I said, a metaphor on mental health. You know, you have this sort of monster that you have, like the Shade, you know, you have this weird, creepy, horrible spider thing. That, you know, seems that it's outside, but it's really from within, you know? So the idea that this is, you know, generational, that the father dealt with this, and then the older son, and then the two younger sons, you know, about sort of like conquering that thing that lives in all of us, but lives in some of us more.
Yeah.
I think, and it's also just like entertaining and scary and all the things people want from a film like this.
Isn't it the time? Like, I mean, everybody out here, like we're about to hit October. It is going to be Halloween season. You're going to be out at the Spirit Halloween at some abandoned Best Buy somewhere. You're going to buy in your Halloween costumes. This is the time.
That is so specific and true. That is so specific and 100% true.
So
that's exactly right.
The perfect film. It's going to be in release in a couple hundred theaters, and then it's going to be on demand. So you could get some popcorn and watch it on your couch pretty soon.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think seeing it in a movie theater, it's a different experience. But for those people who don't like to leave their house, like me, you can watch it as many times as you want on your couch.
Absolutely. So what this was written, it's like the first feature that was written, like writer, director Tyler's feature debut. What was it like to work? You know, you've been around the block.
Yeah, baby.
So what was it like working with him on this set to get the performances he got out of you all?
He is such a lovely human being. I mean, to have like a very dramatic film like this run by someone who's just like a delight was really nice. And I love that he, you know, he co-wrote it and he directed it. So there was none of that interpretive, like the director's going to talk to the writer and then they're going to tell them and then they're going to tell you, and then maybe something got lost in translation. He knew exactly what he wanted, and he was able to very clearly express that to us. And he saw the different ways in which everyone worked and figured out their separate their processes. What would we call it?
Yeah, sure.
Their process and tailor it so that he was able to get the performances he wanted from, you know, these very specific people.
And your co-star in this, Chris Gallus, who is playing the 20-year-old Ryan, who he loses his dad and he's working at a tattoo shop trying to take care of his brother, and you're his mother, and you all just come to chaos together.
Tale as old as time.
It sounds exactly right. It sounds like an entertaining evening for sure. That's what I want people to know, is that it's definitely going to be an entertaining evening. A tattoo. I've thought about it when I was reading the press release. I was like, maybe I need a tattoo. Maybe I need. It's my butch
Listen,
face, Laura Benanti.
tat it up, tat it up. I have a tattoo that says my older daughter's name on it.
I was going to ask you, do you have one?
It says Ella Rose. My 2-year-old is not on my body yet. I got to get her on there. It
Yes.
feels not good. It's classic second child.
Yeah. That's how no generational trauma in the future. We got to make sure we don't have.
Yeah,
So
we gotta equalize this.
how do you balance your career? Like you have your team and you get asked to do concerts, you perform around this country, you perform in New York City, you put on symphony shows and all of that. You get Broadway offers, you get theater offers, and then you have these feature films and television films. So how do you pick and choose what is next on your bucket list?
That is a really lovely interpretation of what my career is. That sounds great. What you just described. No, I am so lucky that I've had the career that I've had on Broadway, and will hopefully continue to have that Angela Lansbury style, and in terms of TV and film, I feel like I have really sort of clawed my way. Like I've had to work super hard, commit to fighting for it, helping people, because I'm a character actress and I do play so many different parts, like the tragic mom in The Shade and then Melania Trump. Yeah. It is confusing for people. And so I think sometimes they're like, what are you? What are you? And I'm a character actress. That's what I am. And I'm happy to be it. But so for me, sometimes I get offers for things like The Shade, or Elsbeth, that CBS television show I did recently. And then there are other jobs where I'm like, I'm being asked to put myself on tape for something I don't even want to do, but guess what? I'm going to do it. And then I don't get it. And I'm like, this is not a party I wanted to go to, but I wanted to be invited. So it's, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So, and somebody super famous the other day talked about auditioning for something. And I was like, look, I guess there's a world in which you keep having to prove yourself over and over again. And fine, I've made peace with that. And then you really know that the part you're in is the part that's meant for you. And everybody has agreed upon it. But yeah, I feel really lucky that I get to do theater. I get to do TV. I get to do film and writing. Now I wrote my own comedy show, Laura Benanti, Nobody Cares. Thank you.
And the PR for it, Laura, was so good. Good. Laura Benanti was in the middle of Times Square at stage doors, just asking people. And the reality, Laura, is we all really do care very, very much. And we really do thank you because your career has given us so much joy. And if you've ever seen her do Eliza, or if you've ever seen She Loves Me, or if you've ever seen the work that she's done, you know that she is Melania Trump more than Melania Trump is.
I am her alter ego if she hadn't given her soul away.
So if you watch Stephen Colbert, then you'll know that so you have so multifaceted. And I know, before I let you go, and I've told you this on the red carpet recently, your mother was one of my first voice teachers. Your mother, Linda Benanti, is a genius vocal coach out there in New Jersey and Broadway star in her own right. The work ethic her work ethic is bananas. Her technique is insane. Do you take a lot of those skills that you learned as growing up with her and still apply them to this day?
Yeah, all of it. Not just singing, but how she moves through the world with so much kindness and so much empathy and humor. I wasn't born with the sense of humor that I now see the world through. The lens that I now see the world through is not how I was born. My nature was darker than that. And my mom, her nature is lightness. Now, she's had a lot of challenges in her life, so she chooses kindness and empathy and love and joy. She chooses it every day. And she taught me to do that. And so, everything that is funny in me, all of the pieces in me that I'm most proud of are from my mom.
Oh, So when you see Laura and Linda Benanti on the road or playing in New York City, make sure you grab a ticket and go see them because they're bananas good. And we all do care. And we can see your show that you wrote. And I hope it continues to tour and travel and be everywhere because we love it.
Thank you. You can listen to it on Audible right now.
It's on Audible.
This minute.
Go get it right now. And then make
Go get
sure
it.
The Shade in theaters. You better go get a ticket because I like popcorn. I like a little AMC moment. I like a little goober. What's your go-to movie theater snack?
I like a Junior Mint.
Oh, I like that.
I like a Junior Mint. It's classic.
Be like this
You know-
winner. Get a Junior Mint.
That's all.
It doesn't get better. Happy fall. Happy everything.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
I'm so happy to see you.
I'm so happy to see you. And I'll be looking forward to you when I'm back in New York. And I'll be looking forward to see you on record. And thank you for all you do. We love, love, love the Laura Benanti experience. And love to your mother.
Yes, for sure.
I hope you enjoyed it.
How sweet is she? You know, it was one of those days where I talked to MC Lyte, like I said, at lunch, and then I talked to Laura, and I'm really, really lucky. And it's not because famous people come to talk to me. It's about creating a life that I dream of. And some of my 5th grade friends in New Jersey today wrote me just while the show was going on. They were like, how's your life? How's the change? How is the move? How is everything? How is Darius? And, 10 years ago, I made the decision to step into who I was and do a lot of work and spend time in therapy and get through sexuality and get through trauma and get through the past and get through what I want and outlining my life for the future. And I have everything that I want. And it's not about money and it's not about views and it's not about fame. It's about loving me and then being able to receive and give love to people I love. And we all deserve a life where we're really happy. And it's moments like this where you're watching and you show your love to me and you spend an hour with me on Thursday nights that goes to show me that you all give me so much joy in life and you spend your time and energy with me. And that is a gift that I will never take for granted, ever, ever, ever. So everyone in my house, me and my husband and my babies, my step baby, my family out in Jersey, and all of my friends who are family here on the Roundtable, God bless you. Thank you so much for being here. It means the world to me. And yes, lattes, amen. I try to have that mindset, Patricia. I'm better at it. And Catrice, you're amazing too. I do want to say, yes, Christina, it was on my closing is to say shout out to everyone in Florida, everyone that's in the path of Hurricane Helene. Be safe. God, please, God, we need to take care of everybody that's out there in Florida, being now a Category 4. So much love. I hope you were surprised by a little Laura Benanti moment. And then I promise you one last thing before I go, and I have a minute left. So let's do it. I promise you one last thing.
I'll be there for you. How you doing?
Speaking of Christine, I wanted to give a big hey friend, hey shout out. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Christine's mom, my good friend, Judy. Ooh. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Judy. So much love to you. Join me next week. Lilius White, John Duff, and Isabel McCullough, star of Water for Elephant, the legendary Lilius White, Tony-winning superstar Lilius White, will Zero to Hero Hercules voice Lilius White on Thursday. I love you all so much for being here. Check us out on the Broadway Podcast Network. Check us out on Instagram. Check us out on Broadway World, and so much more. So much love to you all. See you next week. God bless you. And then the week after that, Tamala Mann is here. Oh, my Lord. We have big shows the whole entire month. Thanks for being here. There's more love than there is hate. There's more joy than there is sadness. There's more good than there is bad. You just got to go find it. The best is yet to come. Till next time. Bye, everybody.